I'm in the office. I love it.
The Jumia solution. Jumia already has a working solution, and they needed a solution from NIPOST that they cannot be dropping items for NIPOST without tracing those items. NIPOST has IPMS, NIPOST also has IPS, but we looked at the whole scenario of IPS and IPMS. They cannot, and the challenges, the requirement from Jumia, it was challenging to actually integrate IPS or IPMS to the Jumia solution. So that was how this solution, logistics solution, was built. And for about 3 to 4 years now, Jumia has been using this solution to be able to create their orders, hand the orders to NIPOST, and also NIPOST pick up those orders using that solution and also do the delivery at the last mile. So we've been using this solution for the past 3 to 4 years. And so there are some merchants also, we call them merchants. They have also integrated to the solution. One of them is Mail America. They are domiciled in Europe. They pick mails on behalf of Europe. And they also approach NIPOST that they cannot be giving mails to NIPOST without a trace of those items. Musa Usman, please let me finish. Without a trace of those items. So we also integrated to them. Now we integrated to Hijuruka. We also integrated to Afiai and maybe like other 2 clients. Okay, you are not hearing me. Oh, I just said don't call me. Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Yeah, please send me a text. I'm in the training section, sir.
We can't access you from here.
How?
Challenge from there. What?
What? Okay, so you just give me 5 minutes. Let me switch. Let me change another network, please. Let me go to my network and see if that will suffice for. Okay, so can you hear me now? Let me unmute everybody so you can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
You can hear me now very well.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, we can hear you here.
Okay. So I've changed my internet connectivity. So what I'm saying is this. So that was how we came about this solution. And the speed up people said they want this. They want to also give items to NIPOST, but they cannot give items to NIPOST without NIPOST picking those items from them electronically, and also delivering it and giving them the delivery report. So this is where we are. So we have been able to integrate this solution to the speeder. We've been able to integrate the solution to speed up. So people are still saying it's not audible enough. I'm actually close to my system, so I don't know why they are still saying that it's not audible enough. So let me see if I can use another audio. So I'm trying to change another audio system. Let me see if it's possible. So I'm trying to change to another source. Please just exercise patience. I really want you to hear my voice very well. Okay. I can't get another source. Can you hear me? Okay. So can you hear me, please? Just indicate loud and clear. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so without wasting time, I just want us to go straight to the training because I don't want to waste your data that much. So that was how we arrive at this solution. So SpeedUp is dropping items for NIPOST, and this item SpeedUp is dropping for NIPOST. They are called okay, thank you, Abubakar. Thank you. Can't hear you, sir. Try to hear me, please. I think I'm audible enough. So SpeedUp makeup items. They make up items and they hand over these items to NIPOST. NIPOST pick up these items and forward them to the next office. Now, this next office pick up those items, they scan in, they scan out, and they also do delivery of those items. So what we are going to do, some people are complaining that they are not hearing me. I don't know. So I don't know. They said they are not audible here in Abeokuta. My SPM is complaining of the audio. But you can hear me. If you can hear me, I cannot shout. I don't know where is the network. Maybe I'll have to get another new location where I can do this meeting. So I think I'll get another new location where I can get a better audio. So I don't know if you can give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes, let me get another location and try to do the meeting from that location. Can you give me 5 minutes? Can you give me 5 minutes? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and
Is
clear.
it? Yeah, we can hear you from here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so there's no need going to another location. So since people can hear me. Okay, so now what we have now is a solution that I'm going to show you the solution from beginning to the end. So you have the merchant aspect of the solution and you have the NIPOST aspect of the solution. Please, if I ask you to unmute, please, when you finish talking, please mute back. I beg you, please. So I'm going to take you through the merchant aspect to the NIPOST aspect. So I'm going to be sharing my screen now in a moment from now. So I'm going to share my screen. So I'm going to share my Google screen. So I'm going to log in as a merchant. Like I said, the beginning of the transaction is creation of the items. You create items. These items you create are actually not created by you. They are created by the merchants. It is the merchants that actually create this item. Can you see my screen? If you can just see my screen, just give me a thumb up. Yes, you can see my screen. Just give me a chat. Yes, I can see your screen. Yes. So just tell me you can see my screen. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Fakai. Thank you very much. So now, this is the solution. I'm going to be sending you the URL after the training. So we have a staging solution. We also have a production server. So the staging is the environment where you can actually do anything you want to do, right? So you can practice on the environment, the staging environment, but you cannot practice on the production environment. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to create items. Let's say I'm a Jumia. So I'm just going to log in as a Jumia person. So I'm just going to try to look for a Jumia person. I'm going to log in as a Jumia. So now I'm a Jumia and I'm just going to log in. So now what this solution is all about is that the Jumia may not have this front end. Jumia has their own solution, but they already integrated this front end to their own solution. So they can push items to NIPOST via their own solution. And once these items are pushed, it is expected that these items definitely will be received by NIPOST. So I just want to tell you, for you to see the environment of Jumia. If not, you don't have any business with the merchant platform. But I just want to, there's nothing as beautiful as you knowing what you are doing, because you cannot be the owner of a solution and you don't even know how that solution look like. So that's why I'm also bringing the front end, the merchant front end to you. So now the merchant front end, you are going to see something like manage orders. So they are going to manage order. In these manage orders, they are going to create orders. So this is where the merchant actually create orders. So merchant can do two types of creation of orders. They can do bulk creation, and they can also do single creation. If they want to do bulk creation, if they click on the bulk creation, the template for the bulk will come. So they just download the template and follow the template of the bulk. But for single solution, we are going to be doing the one of the single transaction. So we're just going to say, okay, we're going to create order. So for you to know how the orders are, so I'm going to create order. So this is the order, and I'm going to choose a location. So let's assume that this Jumia office is in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 location. The beauty of this solution is that If Felix is in Ikeja, it's only Ikeja Felix is going to see, because Felix is going to be configured to see only Ikeja. So, but you are seeing me, I'm seeing everything here because I'm an administrator. So I created and attached myself to all these 6 offices. But if you are created a user, you will only be attached to your current office. So you cannot be attached to any office that is outside your current office. So thank you for allowing me to. So for instance, now the provider is NIPOST. So we selected the pickup address. This is address where NIPOST can actually go and pick up this item. The beauty of this solution is that if NIPOST leverage on this solution, we can actually use it for MDAs, where MDAs will be able to create their parcels, create their letters, and you just see the thing flagged at the NIPOST platform that, oh, the NIPOST platform Foreign Affairs has 10 letters to pick, and somebody will just drive to Foreign Affairs and pick up those items. And those items will be picked from the Foreign Affairs, and when it gets to the office, it will also be accepted into the office, and Foreign Affairs can be able to track it. Oh, they have actually been able to do this, collect this item, is in their office. They will see the movement of this item. So these are things that we're going to be looking at today from the system. So like now we're going to create a way bill. So this system enables you to create a way bills, not in a very particular manner, because we want is a flexible solution that allow people even the normal way bill that you even do, you can be able to impute it. So I'm just going to take Sokoto, for instance. So let's say Sokoto start with SK. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the way bill I want, and I'll just replicate it to be order number. So I click on the order number. So now I'm going to pick the date I'm doing this transaction. It's going to be 18th, right? Now I'm going to select the delivery type. So I'm going to do, there is normal delivery, there's premium delivery, and there's express delivery. So I'm going to pick normal delivery. So I pick normal delivery. Am I delivering to a customer, or am I delivering to a shipper's location? Now what happened is that to a shipper's location, it means that you are creating the order. The order is just going to be delivered to NIPOST Aba. So the customers come to NIPOST Aba to come and pick. So it's not to the customer. But this time around, we know very well that all last mile deliveries are actually made for customers. So we're going to pick customers. Like I said, you don't have any business with this. I'm just showing you this environment for you to know that we have been able to take care of even the merchant side of the application. So even if a merchant doesn't even have a website, it doesn't have anything, the merchant can still be able to use this solution. We can still create a username for him, and he has a password, he has a profile on the platform, he can still be able to create using his own platform, and NIPOST will be able to do pickup. And from this, he can still be able to track, he can be able to generate report. So it means that a merchant must not have a website before he can actually have dealings with NIPOST as it pertains to this solution. So for instance, this is the customer's name. So I'm just going to say customer's name is Felix. So I'll pick Felix. I'm rushing this because I don't want to take much of your time. So this is Felix. So I put my 10-digit number, my phone number, this phone number. You can see the ones that are important. The email is not important. So I'm just going to leave the email. I'm just going to pick Abuja. So I'm going to pick Abuja because I pick Ikeja. So this item is actually going to Gariki area 11, Abuja. So let's just say area 11. So it's going to area 11. So city, Abuja. So I select state, is FCT, and is local government is AMAC. So I just pick AMAC. So this is actually for, and the moment I pick AMAC, I'm going to put the weights. So when I put the weight, so I'm going to just put the description, phones. Now, the beauty of this is that these people can actually do it on Excel, do it up to 100 and just upload it once. So you don't need to type it one after the other. So I'm going to put the weight, I'm going to say it's 1 kg. So you can see the weight is in kg. So if weight is in kg and you have 20 grams, it's going to be 0.020. So item name, so you can just see Technophones. So so quantity is also very important. So I can just say I have 2 quantity and the weight is 1 kg, right? So it's expected that I calculate this, I calculate the fee. So the total cost of this is 1,425 naira. That's what this customer, this merchant is going to pay to NIPOST. So I come here and I click on save, right? So I click save and print bag label. So I just saved it and this is the bag label. I don't know, can you see the bag label? Can you see it? So it's asking me to print, so I'm just going to stop it from printing. I'm just going to cancel the printing in order for you to see the bag label. So can you see the bag? Were you able to see the bag label? Oh, sorry, I think the bag label closed. So it closed, mistakenly closed the bag label, sorry. So I'm going to do another one so that you're going to see the bag label again. So I'm still going to do another one. So this time around, I'm going to pick Marina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is what I'm picking. And this is the order number. Pick the dates for today. Customers, I'm delivering normal delivery to customer 9000000. Customer is somewhere. Then I come here, let's pick this. So it populates for me. So I select FCT, local government, still AMAC. So I pick AMAC. I put weight, 0.2 kg this time around. Description, maths. So I just say sleeping mat. So quantity 10. So I calculate this weight, because without calculating the weight, it will not go. So I calculate weights, this is the amount, and I click on save and print label. So I click save and print label. I just wanted to see the label now. So this is the label. This is how the label, can you see the label? So I'm going to print a copy of the label so that you can be able to see the label. So the label is printing. Now let's take a look at this now. We have successfully, the merchant have successfully created 2 items. So I'm going to log out as the merchant. So I'm going to log out as the merchant. So I've logged out as the merchant. They have created 2 items, and as a NIPOST staff, I'm going to log in as a NIPOST staff. So this is actually what concerns you and I. So I just took you around the environment of the so now this is actually the merchant, the NIPOST platform. So I want you to be attentive. It's not really that much. It's not something that is difficult for you to do. It's not something that is difficult for you to learn. So I can just go to the same manage order. So you can see some items here. You can see pick orders. You can see update status. You can see invoice and order report. These are the things that you are going to see on your platform. So these orders have been created. These orders need to be picked up. So you can see that immediately I say click pick orders. Automatically, now let's go back to manage orders. Let's go to the dashboard. Naturally, the dashboard, if all these things were not picked from the dashboard, it would have been showing 2 ready for pickup. It would have been showing 2 ready for pickup. So it means that 2 items are actually ready for pickup. It will be able to tell you the total that you have picked up, the totals that are delivered out of the ones that are picked up are 60. Depending for delivery, so on your dashboard, you can see your performance, if you are actually doing well or you're actually not doing well, so on your dashboard. So now we're just going to go to pick order. So let's assume that ready for pickup is showing 2. So we just click on pickup. Or alternatively, you can be able to send the person to the locations that say, oh, this location, you can see Jumia Ikeja. This is what it means. So you'll be able to see the Jumia that actually created this order. So Jumia Ikeja created these orders, and one is marked and one is phone. Now you can see the weight, 2 kg and 1 kg, and it's really ready for pickup. So what do? You just click on these 2 items and just say mark for pickup. So when you have gone to the Jumia or get to the location, or the merchant has brought those items for you and you want to just pick them up, after you have done what they call tick listing, you've been able to see the weight and the physical item that is given to you. You compare and contrast, and all of them are actually equal, and the total numbers of what they are giving to you correspond with what you have on the system. If the one that you have on the system is there are some that are on the system that are not with you, you uncheck them. You uncheck them. You only check the one that you see and you want to pick up. So you do just, so we're going to do this 2 now. We're going to do this 2 and say mark for pickup. So who is marking it for pickup? Who is picking it up? And from which location is this person coming from? So like I told you that once you are assigned, once you are created, you'll be assigned to one office. So for instance, now I've been assigned to Ikeja. So Ikeja office is also going to Jumia office to go and pick it. Automatically, the system will pick my name as Felix AA. So that's the name I have for the in the staging server. So you just pick my name, that this thing is picked by Felix. So I just confirm the pickup orders. So these orders have been picked up successfully. It means that if you decide to scan these orders, if you decide to check them, these are the orders numbers. So let's just assume. So let's track them. So we're just going to come to this way B and be able to track these orders. So we'll track them. Let's see. So we're going to be tracking these orders. So you can see the orders, the tracking information at the right-hand side. I'm going to just, so you can see it. You can see that by 2:36 p.m. on the 18th of January 2022, the order was created. And by 2:40 p.m., same on the 18th of January 2022, order picked up from merchant location and is in transit. So I've picked this order from the merchant location. Now that I have done the pickup, if you pick up orders, where will you be going? You'll be going to your office to process these orders. So now, once the orders come to your office, you have seen these 2 orders that they have come. What is next for you to do is to update the status. So this is where I'm going to explain. This is the real job that the people at the territorial level actually will be doing. The people at the pickup stage may be Lagos, but the people at the territorial level, at the state level, they are going to be using the update status. And in the update status, you are going to be seeing the 3, 4, 5 features in the update status. So we click on the update status. It means that this item have actually reached Ikeja. So what is expected of you to do is to update this item. So you just click on the item, that icon, that eye icon, you just click update. So now I want to explain this to you. Now you're going to pick the service type. What are you going to do? Scan in means that you are receiving the item. Scan in means that you are receiving the item. Scan in is receipt. Why scan out is dispatch, right? So since you are receiving the item in your office, you are going to do scan in. So which facility is receiving it? Is Ikeja that is receiving this facility. Like you don't even have the privilege to change it because you are assigned only to Ikeja or assigned to your office. So now, we just come here. So we come here and we just click on the submit. So we are scanning this item to Ikeja. So we have actually succeeded in scanning this item. Let's try to track this item now. So let's track it. So if you track it, you see that order has reached Ikeja. So you see, for every event you do to this item, you will just be seeing this. The people at the back end, the merchant will be seeing it. So we're going to do another thing to this particular item. We're going to dispatch this item. So we're going to update it now. So we're going to click on update again, update status, and we're going to scan at this item. we're going to scan this item out, and we're going to click on the facility. So you're going to read it. Where is the current facility? Is at Ikeja. Where are you dispatching this item to? I'm dispatching it to Gariki Area 11. So I'm going to pick Abuja Area 11. That's where I'm sending this item to, right? So you look at your date, you pick your date, and you say submit. So this has been submitted. Now, if I scan my item, I'll be able to see that this item has actually been dispatched, order dispatched from Ikeja. So this order has been dispatched from Ikeja. So this time around, I'm going to also update status that this item has reached Abuja. So I click on update status and I scan this item in. So I believe that you're understanding the scan in and the scan out. So I'm going to receive this item at area 11. So this is the office I'm receiving the item, and this is the time that I'm receiving it, and I will click submit. So I submit successfully, and I want to track this item. So when I track this item, it will tell me that this item has reached area 11. Are you seeing it now? So now I still go back again, and I do another update. Area 11 now wants to dispatch this item. So they actually, Area 11 want to dispatch this item. So what they do, they just come, okay, add for delivery. So they click on add for delivery, and they choose the facility is area 11 that is dispatching it out for delivery. So you submit. Now, when you submit, it means that this item has actually gone out for delivery. So let's scan it. Let's track this item and see where it is. So this item is out for delivery. So we still go back to the status, update status. Now, if the client is also not available as at the time, maybe because the main runner gets there and the client is not available, you can say attempted delivery. And when it's attempted delivery, you choose the location and tell us the reason why you have attempted, address not found, or the person was not available. So we're going to pick this reason that the person was not available, and we submit. So automatically, this item has been attempted, the delivery has been attempted. And let's track it. So you can see delivery attempt failed, person not available at time of delivery. Now let's go now. Let's assume that at the second attempt that we made, the item automatically is delivered. So we still go to update status and now say mark item as delivered. So we're going to look at the facility where this item was delivered. It was delivered in area 11. So we'll pick area 11. Then the date that was delivered, it is this time. And we'll look at the date is around 2 p.m. So I'm going to take 2 p.m. So we're going to take 2 p.m. 2 p.m. We're at 2:46. Okay, so delivered to Felix. So if there's a need for you to put a phone number, you can put this phone number, employee number. They are not actually important, so I'm going to just submit. So this item has been submitted successfully. So it means that this item has been delivered. So let's track this item. Now, item delivered. This is what the merchant is seeing for everything that happens to this item. Definitely the merchant will be seeing it. If this item moved from area 11 to Kubwa, they scan out the item. It will also show that this item has been moved to Kubwa. So now, peradventure, there was a mistake on this item. This item, I sent it to Abuja. Why is it going to Kaduna? The merchant will be able to see it. Now, this is the reason why the training was called upon, so that people will be acquainted with this solution. I know that one day will not be enough for us to talk more about this. I believe that an opportunity for us to come again, reconvene, and be able to do another more of tests will come. So this actually what we have and what we are trying to show to you. So what the the solution has a mobile application. Let me see if I can be able to showcase the mobile application. Oh, sorry, I think the mobile application is not here on this my phone. So maybe subsequent training, I'll be able to get the mobile application downloaded, and I will share how the mobile solution. It has a mobile solution that you can actually go on the feed and you'll be able to see, deliver your item real time. Why are we here? And why this training? SpeedUp has integrated to this solution, and SpeedUp has made up their mind that they want to see the visibility of items given to NIPOST through blog post. So these items definitely will be hitting blog post. It has even started hitting blog post. Now, if I go to the platform, I'm just going to show you the live platform for you to see the total numbers of transactions SpeedUp has actually pushed to NIPOST. So SpeedUp expect that these items that blog post will be sending to you must be delivered, and the delivery information must be captured. So it is expected that, so you can see pickup. So let me just go to order, pickup orders. You're going to be seeing some of the transactions. So you can see, okay, these are Jumia. You can see Jumia have started, you can see these are Jumia items that they did 3 items and they are still not pick up yet. So you can imagine if we track this item, let's track one of these items. This is live now. So that's where we are actually coming from. So let's track this item and see where the item is. So this item was created today at 9:18. Is a parcel, is this Jumia packets. Since 9 o'clock, this item has not been picked up. And this is almost 2:50. Jumia is tracking this item and is seeing that this item is still here. SpeedUp, so this is how we sometimes lost out when we're actually doing business. If you check very well, we were getting close to 2,000 transactions from Jumia. But the moment we stop picking their items, Jumia also stopped bringing items to us. So sometimes Jumia will just give us, like today now, a total record of 9 items. That was what Jumia gave to us. You see, before, Jumia was giving us 1,000, 2,000 items. But because we weren't meeting up with this delivery target, we were meeting up, but we weren't actually uploading the delivery information. And they just decided to say, okay, let us be giving it to other people. So in order for us to make these things work, we need to acquaint ourselves with this solution and be ready to make it work. I will be available. Any questions you want to ask, any guidance you want concerning you using this solution, I will be available, and I can tell you that I will give you support 100%. If you warrant me creating a WhatsApp group to give you a WhatsApp for you to share your ideas, share your experience, share your challenges, we can do that as well. So I will open the floor for you to, there are other things that are inside this solution, but there are invoices, there are also reports, but time may not really permit me to dwell on all those invoices and reports. For instance, if you actually delivered an item, oh, sorry, let me go out of this page. This is, so if you actually delivered an item for NIPOST, you can generate an invoice and send to the merchant. You can generate an invoice and send this invoice to the merchant. So if you send the invoice to the merchants, these are invoices, the merchant can actually tell you that you did not deliver this item. You can do reconciliation. So for instance, I just did a delivery for SpeedUp today. So I can just say, create new invoice. So I click on new invoice. So let me pick up the item recently delivered. So I don't have the way bill, so I'll just click on it. Speed up. So you can see these two items are the ones I recently delivered. So one was delivered on the December, one was delivered. So these are the items that were delivered. So now if I want to raise, I can generate invoice for these two items. So I just click generate invoice. So I generate, I just select the items and I generate invoice. So I generate the invoice, a new invoice generated. Automatically this invoice 944 naira is generated to SpeedAF. So when SpeedAF log in into the platform, SpeedAF will be able to see that SpeedAF will be able to see that an invoice has actually been generated and sent to them. I'm coming. Let me see where I have SpeedAF here. So let me see the one I have. Okay. Let me generate the one for Jumia on this platform. Let me just generate it since I can log into Jumia platform. So I just go to order, I say invoice, I select merchant. So I'm going to select Jumia. These are the people that are here. So I'm going to select okay, I don't know whether I delivered anything for Jumia. Let me just see. Let me just deliver one. Okay, this is Jumia. So I want SpeedAF. This status. Okay, so let me just take this Jumia, let me deliver it. Let me just click on deliver, mark as deliver. So I delivered this for Jumia. So let me just see, I deliver it at area 11. Date, time. So I'm delivering it. I don't need to put phone number. So I just come here. I submit. So I've submitted, and this item has been delivered successfully, right? So I can easily go to create this order and be able to generate invoice for this item that was delivered. So I'll just click on Jumia. Go. Okay. New invoice. So I just click on Jumia. So I pick on recently delivered. I click on it. So it's going to bring the Jumia for me. So these are the two items for Jumia that I have actually done. So I'm just going to generate invoice for them. So I'll generate invoice for these two items. I generate it, and this invoice is going to give me invoice generated successfully. So you can see Jumia, they are supposed to pay us 2,850. So I'm going to log into Jumia platform. So just for you to see some of the things that are on the platform. So I click on Jumia now. So I'm going to log into Jumia. I'm going to log into Jumia. So I log into Jumia. So now let's go back, Jumia will see this order, this invoice. When they click on the invoice, they will see an invoice that you can see this pending invoice. Jumia has a right to pay this invoice, or Jumia has a right to also dispute this invoice. So Jumia can decide to say, okay, I want to pay this invoice, right? Jumia can just go and pay this invoice. You can see that it's online. Jumia can decide to pay this invoice. But Jumia can also decide not to pay this invoice by disputing the invoice. So we are just going to cancel this and dispute the invoice. So we're going to click on view. When we click on view, then we are going to say, oh, this item was not delivered. This item was not delivered. So we can now say, reason why we are doing it, this item was found broken. So we just click on save on this particular dispute. So it means that I'm going to log into NIPOST again, and we are going to see that Jumia has rejected one of the items that they will not pay. So Jumia has rejected one of the items that they will not pay. So when I go to invoice again, I will be able to see orders, invoice. I will see the disputed invoice. So you can see there was a disputed invoice. I see it now, so I can click on the view. So if I click on the view, you can say order was broken. This one was a dispute. You can see that this one was a dispute. So I can click and resolve this dispute. Maybe by calling, I say, okay, let us remove 10% from you. 10% of it. We can remove 10%, discount of 10%. Or we can decide to say, okay, we are giving you a discount, a fixed amount, 100 naira as this. So if we remove 100 naira from what they are supposed to pay, they're not supposed to pay 1,320. But if we decide to say, okay, we are giving them 1%, immediately you put 1%, the system will tell, okay, 1%. If I say, okay, 2%, they are not paying 10%, they are not paying 1,200, and they cannot say save. So now we have actually resolved this dispute by removing 10% from this. So we saved it, and it has been saved successfully. You must have details for this. Okay, sorry. Resolve. So after we have called, we have resolved this item. It has been resolved by the merchant. So we click save. This item has been resolved. Now you cannot generate the next invoice and send to Jumia, and the next invoice will now read 1,800. So these are actually dispute mechanisms that are on the system. So this brings me to the part where I will be entertaining questions. So if you have questions, please, you're very free to ask your question. Thank you very much. Okay, so we have the SPM Taraba. So he wants to ask questions. So we're going to unmute you. Then we have Abdul Salam is going to also speak. So we're going to also unmute you, but let's allow the SPM to speak. So SPM Taraba, you're welcome. Mr. Mahmoud, welcome on the floor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Felix. It's a wonderful presentation, actually. I hope you are hearing me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, please, it's a wonderful presentation. Most of us join along the line when the presentation has started. Please, we'll appreciate if you can send a recorded version to all of us so that we can go over it again and again. That is one. Secondly, please, I will appreciate if another WhatsApp group will be formed so that we can exchange ideas. That is two. Thirdly, please, the issue of the speed up is very, very key to our existing if we want to maintain a business. We lost so many customers because of our inability to deliver, but we didn't upload the delivery information as at when due. So I want all my colleagues to listen to what Mr. Felix is saying. Let us key into this beautiful idea. The idea of technology has come to stay.
Thank you very much. I think we lost your audio. And I also wanted to know that, okay, You're still speaking.
what
Okay.
we are expecting.
Please, you are still speaking. You can continue, please.
Meet me. Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I'll be putting this something on the YouTube. So the recording is going to actually be a link will be created for it, and you're going to be able to get it on YouTube. So let's hear from Abdul Salam. You've been asked to unmute. Abdul Salam Ibrahim.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for a wonderful presentation. So the question I'm asking is, when you do the process to the last and the delivery is uploaded successfully, you now talk of billing, or rather what I can say invoice. So the question is, if you talk of invoice at this our end, has it not been taken care of during the committing of the item at the point of collection, like say maybe at the IMPC or wherever the speed up committed the item? I thought the billing must have been done there so that at our end is for us to make delivery and report back as either delivered, redirected, returned, or whatever.
Okay, thank you very much. Actually, the states ICT and the people, the state operation people, are actually not the only ones that are on the platform right now. So the billing is actually not for the people at the delivery end. There are other stakeholders that are also present in this training. That was why when I finished the entire training of the delivery, I just said that there are other features that the application actually, that are built in the application, like billing, invoicing, and dispute resolution. You see, it's not for the people at the state level or at the delivery, the last mile event, to do billing, because they may not even see the feature of billing in their own platform. But because I'm actually doing the training for everybody, so that was why I also talked about the billing. And I believe that those people who are concerned will be able to digest that information. So what concerns the people at the level where of event G, event H, and I is the scan in, the scan out, attempted delivery, and delivery. I hope I answered your question very well.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Samsudin, so we give you opportunity to ask your question. Then we take Sheuba, then the blog post manager. So Samsudin, you've been asked to unmute. Please unmute and make a comment, please.
Okay, good afternoon, sir. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon.
Hello.
We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay. From Kaduna, my questions are, can you please state out the responsibility of the state territory? That's one question. The second question is, at the beginning of the presentation, you made mention of even small businesses can key into this platform. So, for example, a business here in Kaduna, how can they key into this? That's the second question.
Okay, thank you very much. For emphasis sake, I'll just reopen the platform. I'm not going to do a training because we need to carry everybody along. That's my own belief system, that everybody should be carried along. So for instance now, like the platform, what I just said now is that there are responsibilities for states, and the responsibility is scan in and scan out. That's the responsibility for states. You scan in, you scan out. So I'm just going to check something whether I'll be able to see any idle. Okay, so let's take a look at this. You can see my screen. So when you go here, let's assume that this bulk post have sent this item to your office, and you saw those bulk post items and from SpeedUp. what is expected of you to do is that after you have received this item, you have seen them physically and you want to receive them. So because you have seen them physically, you want to receive them, you go to the system. If the item is dispatched to Kaduna, you will see only Kaduna items listed in your own platform. You will not see Yola listed. You will not see Abuja listed. You will not see Taraba listed. You will only see Kaduna office. The ones dispatched to Kaduna are the ones you're going to see. So if 10 are dispatched to Kaduna, you're going to see these 10 dispatched to Kaduna. And when you see these 10 dispatched to Kaduna, you are going to check them if what you have is the same thing with what is on the system. The ones that are on the system, you just click on update and update the status. What it means is that, okay, whatever you want to carry out for this, you just update it. So like IPS, what you do when item comes in, you capture event G. Am I correct? Event G is that you are accepting it at the office of delivery. That is what event G is all about. But in this system, the event G is scanned in. That is, you are receiving at the office of delivery. You are scanning in. Now, when you have scanned in, there are two things that will happen. Now, if you scan event G out, in IPS, you may not have next office, right? But in this place, if something is meant for Kurumashi, for instance, and there is a post office in Kurumashi, right? And you are not the one delivering it. You scan it to Kaduna because you have received it in Kaduna, but you want to take it to Kurumashi because Kurumashi is the one that will deliver it. So you scan out. So you can see that there is event G, scan in. Now there is another one called next office. That means there's another next office that this item has to go. You scan it out, dispatch. But if you are not dispatching, you are going to deliver it there, you scan it in, then it's either is out for delivery. So when the postman is going, you also capture it as out for delivery. The postman has a mobile app. When the postman gets to where he wants to deliver, after he has delivered it, he will just capture it delivered with his own mobile application. He doesn't need to come to the office. It means that if you deliver it by 3 o'clock, it is the 3 o'clock that will be captured. They will not have to come to the office by 5 o'clock and do another capturing. Just like if you see Jumia, if you see so many of all these people capturing DHL, they have a mobile app. The mobile app is what they just give to the customer. They just capture this and read time. The person will know that this item has been delivered by 3 o'clock or by 2 or by 9. Read time. So that is what is happened. So for instance, after he has gone for out for delivery and he cannot see the person, the postman right there with his mobile app will click on attempted delivery. That's what it is all about. So these are the events: scan in, scan out for delivery, attempted delivery. So one is received, one is dispatched. You can only receive and dispatch, or you receive and attempt delivery. So I don't know if I've answered your question. So we have so many people. Uba, please, let's get your questions. Shehu Uba, you've been asked to unmute. Please unmute and ask your question. If you are not unmuting, we'll move to the next person. Please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Felix.
Your line is breaking. Okay, let's give Oga Johnson opportunity to speak, please. You've been asked to unmute. Edet Umar, you've been asked to unmute.
Yes, I have unmute.
Okay. Please go ahead with your question, please.
Edet Umar.
Good afternoon.
Have you heard me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Okay. I'm participating in this conference from Delta State.
Okay.
In the case of IPS,
Mm.
in the case of IPS, when you receive from event G, because we are at the delivery end,
Mhm.
when you receive, as you deliver, you capture it. In this case, that the scanning in will be done at the territorial headquarters. Am I right?
Mm.
So when the territorial headquarters scan it in and send it to the district, and the district also scan it in. When they deliver, they're going to also scan it out as delivery.
Okay, thank you very much. I think you are getting some things wrong here, sir. You see, these items you are seeing, they are the physical item. A letter was posted in Lagos. How does the letter move? It was posted in Lagos to Asaba. How does it move? When the letter gets to Gulf Post, it moves to Shomolu. There is an event there. Event takes place. From Shomolu, where is the item going to? Where is the next office? You know very well that a letter that is going to Asaba will not be dropped at Benin. It must be dropped at Asaba. And a letter that is going to Ughelli, maybe sometimes they may decide to drop it at Asaba, but it's only the bag. The real main letter will be dropped at Ughelli. Ughelli opens the bag. It is when Ughelli opens the bag, they will see the physical item, go to the system and check. So items are actually mailed to a particular post office. Items are not mailed to territorial headquarters.
Okay.
The only items that go to territorial headquarters are the items made for that territorial headquarters.
Okay.
So it's the real normal physical items movement that we are also trying to capture in the system so that the person can see where that item is. Right, sir?
Another question that I want to ask.
Okay, sir.
Like the IP we have passwords, username and password.
Yes.
And the site is also good. I know some of us like me, we joined the meeting late. This uploading and downloading of this speed up.
Okay, just to cut so that we take much time because we have so many people raising their hands. So we are going to, there's going to be password. We are going to create a WhatsApp group, and the state postal managers are going to give us details of the staff that are actually in all those locations assigned to do all those tasks. I will create a username and a password for them. We'll create a username for them, a profile for them, password, and the username will be sent to their email.
Okay. Right, thank you.
Okay. So, okay, sir, can you just ask your question? You'll be asked to unmute, sir, so that we'll give you for Samuel Dobagari and Adewa Busayo will be speaking this. Okay, sir.
Got a final request.
Okay.
It's not available in most of the offices. Like in the office here, I have nil OP94. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir, we'll make it available. No problem, sir. Okay, Samuel Dobagari, please, can you? Is that all, sir? Samuel, please, you've been asked to unmute. Samuel Dobagari.
Okay. No, I explain. You can't believe it. Why do you explain? Yeah.
Hello? Hello, Samuel.
Oh, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I said initially my question was in the first answer you answered. What I wanted to ask you, I've gotten my answer already. While you're explaining, I got the
Okay.
answer.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Busayo. Busayo, please, I want to give
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, go ahead with your question, please. Go ahead with your question.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, we can hear you.
Okay, sir. I want to ask that speed of items, if we cut.
Hello?
I think this platform is meant for speed of only.
For who?
The speed of items.
Yes.
If you want to capture it before, the system is not accepting it. And I said is the platform that you want to create now is meant for those speed up items only.
Yes, not only speed up item, there are other merchants coming in. So we will be introducing those merchants one after the other. We have Mail America picking mails on behalf of European countries. They have also integrated with the system. So they will also be picking, their mails, and their mails will be coming to you. But for now, it's speed up that is actually pushing to you. So when Mail America start pushing to you, you will also be notified that Mail America, because you will see the barcode, they are similar to the speed up barcodes.
Okay, and you said something about taking the mails out. Can we give those mails to postmen to deliver?
Yes,
because we do call customer to come and pick it up.
Yes, if you call the customer to come and pick it, that you know, one thing about small packets is that even if you call a customer, it's still an attempted delivery. It's at your office level you'll be able to determine the event that actually befits that particular item. You can always walk around it.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Techno P914, I don't know who you are. Please, can you just make your questions? This Techno P904. Okay, go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
What I wanted to ask,
Taraba,
yes,
right? Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
Odelia.
Yes, you have clarified the issue. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Thank you, yeah. Okay, TechnoSpark 4. TechnoSpark 4.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much. It's been a very wonderful.
Thank you.
The question I wanted to ask has been taken care of.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I still want to ask, I still want to ask more.
Okay.
In an event where you have an item in your office, and you are meant to scan it, and you find out that the item, come in under a very terrible condition. That's what it may have been tampered. I mean, what do you do?
That's been tampered with.
Yes.
There is a way that NIPOST actually treats.
What do you do?
Yes. What happened is this. We have another volume of this solution that is coming up, and that volume is called Return to Sender. So you can actually be able to redispatch these items back to the office of origin and claim the reason why you are redispatching these items.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
For instance, now
Okay.
you can see that there is an attempted delivery, and there is in the attempted delivery, you can be able to state it there that the item is broken, the item is found broken, and you can return these items back to sender. In another 1 week now, we'll be putting that feature of return to sender to that system. So you'll be able to see return back to the office of dispatch, and you'll now be able to state your reason why you are returning them, because the item was broken. But meanwhile, before you return it, you have to draw the attention of the investigation and security department for, you raise an IRO, that is how do they call it? IO or irregularity report, IRO. You have to raise that IRO first, right? In collaboration with the investigation department, before you do the return to the office of origin.
It's all right. So that's very important.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So Shewuba, I think please ask your question, and we'll take the last one that will close for today. We'll be rounding up by 3:30, so please just be brief, 10 seconds. Shewuba, please ask your question.
Thank you very much.
Go ahead. We can hear you. I think your network is a little bit poor, so we're going to take Kaduna for now. Kaduna, please, can you speak out? Can you ask your question? Kaduna.
More right.
Right? Go ahead. Kaduna, you've been asked to unmute. Abdul Salam, please unmute.
Okay, sir, mine honestly is not a question. I'm giving a piece of advice. You know, this thing, honestly, it has been very appreciable that one is invited to be enlightened on how things goes. But notwithstanding, to be honest with you, sir, the cost of data these days are getting unbearable. If you yourself can put up something so that at least the end users should be provided, not matter how it is, because there's something is draining our pocket every person by day. Any day we attend to come to this to online training, so many of us are doing so at their own cost, sir. So please, I'm appealing that maybe you can put up something so that at least to cushion the effect, because things are not easy anymore.
Thank you very much. That's a very wonderful concern, actually. I'm very sure that the management is thinking in that direction on how to actually arrange things like that. And it's also interesting that I'm also a victim as well. I'm actually doing many of all this training, and I'm using my data. You understand? I'm also a victim, but I'm very sure that the management is doing something about it. Then secondly, like I said, in one of my training, that people can actually minimize the usage of their data. You see, what you are using on your phone is what you are using on your phone. What you are using for work is what you are using for work. But the moment you are modeling up both what you are using for phone and what you are using for work, you will not think that is actually the work that is consuming the more of the data. Whereas it may just be your phone and the things that you do on the phone that is consuming the data. So you need to be able to get one SIM card, if possible, for the office. And you know very well, if you are using the SIM card, you know it's for office work. And when you finish office work, you just remove the SIM card. To me, I think that's the best way to go. Because now, even if I give you 3 gig now, even in 2, 3, 4 days, you come and tell me that you have exhausted it. And we all know very well that some of our phones, they update, we open a lot of apps and we don't close them. And these apps, they have background, they run in the background. And as they are running in the background, they use data. And at the end of the day, you find out that management just gave you 3 gig and within 2, 3, 4 days, it's exhausted. You are also using it for your personal transactions, and at the end of the day, you also put it that it is the office. So we need to be able to come to a round table, a drawing board, and be able to see what we actually use it. Like we did we gave data to some people to do just this NIPSI registration. Some people could not even complete the one test enrollment, and they said that they have exhausted the 1.5 gigabyte. How? How did they exhaust it? And some of them are already calling for this because they remove the SIM, they put it on their phone, they use it to do whatever browsing they want to do. And at the end of the day, they see cost it. Me, I'm not justifying the fact that you are using your money. I'm not justifying the fact that management is allowing you to use your money. But you see, sometimes we also need to help management. We also need to do some certain things. Me, I know very well that I use my data for myself, and I use it sometimes for management. But I can tell you that the quantity I use for myself is more than the one I use for management. So we need to look at these things critically. I think I will still be able to come up with your research and see how we can be able to minimize the usage of data. Thank you. So I may not be able to entertain more of all these questions. There are so many people raising their hands, and we just have to go. So I'm going to give Mr. Johnson an opportunity for him to ask his question. That is the GM blog post. Please, the floor is open for you. So we may not be able to take questions. We have Ibrahim Yahya Issa. Please, we are sorry, we may not be able to take you. Mr. Johnson, you are welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
I want to ask a question. In a situation whereby we receive a bag from Speed Up, and we now have passes in the manifest and the items physically seen and uploaded, is there a platform whereby we can print out what we are seeing physically?
Yes. You can print it. There's a report. There's a place you can print everything that they have pushed to you. You can print it. If Speed have pushed 100 items to you, there's a place you can print it out.
What you yourself are seeing? No, I'm not talking of what they pushed to us. I'm talking of what we are seeing inside the bag. Assuming they are sending a bag to us now, and inside that bag, the bag is going to, let's say, is going to Akure, and inside the bag, there are discrepancies in the manifest and the items physically seen. Is there a platform whereby we can print out the items that we are seeing physically?
Yes. When I started, before you pick up an item, you must have been able to do the tick listing. So let's say item 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They were what was pushed to you. And you saw the manifest, that the manifest was reading item 1 to 10. But what you saw in the bag was item 4 to 10. That means 1, 2, 3 is actually missing, right? Or 1, 2, 3 is damaged.
Yes.
The one that you have picked, you see in the bag, is what you will tick list. And immediately you tick list them and accept them, you can print the report and send to Speed Up that these are the items that you have. That these items we are not seeing.
It's plain, yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So thank you very much, everybody. I may not be able to take all the questions. Maybe I'll still beg the head of ICT. We'll still try to do this training once again. At this point, I want to say thank you to everybody who actually made up time out of their busy schedule to attend this meeting. I'm very grateful, and I'm assuring you that before evening today, before the close of, before you get to sleep, I'm going to convert this meeting into a YouTube, so you can be able to go through it, you can download it, and you can go through the training on your own when you are a little bit less busy. You can go through it, even all the questions that were asked, the answers that were given, you will be able to get all these things via the YouTube. I'm going to post the link for the YouTube in the evening when I get home. I'm going to do the conversion and I'll post it as soon as possible. You're going to get it today. And I also plead with the head of ICT that will create a WhatsApp group where people can be able to ask 1 or 2 questions and see how we can be able to better this solution and get a good quality service for NIPOST and also for our merchants. At this junction, I want to say a very big thank you, and on behalf of the head of ICT, we say thank you and God bless you for attending this meeting. So I'm going to be stopping the recording, and I'm going to unmute everybody so you can actually take your time. You can exchange pleasantries. I'll still be here. Thank you very much. And this is to inform you that we have come to the end of today's training. Thank you.